Hello everyone who is especially interested in art, life and culture. I wanted to share with you my representation about Iranian artistic symbol. سلام دوستان، تقریباً 5 دقیقه دیگه سخنرانی من آغاز میشه در رابطه با فرهنگ و هنر ایرانی و سمبول های زن، زندگی آزادی میخوام صحبت کنم.
I do this every month, so anyway, one of the fun things that we do when we have an exhibit is we bring our artists in and we ask them to do a little presentation. And so it might be a demonstration of their actual techniques, or it might be a conversation about their creative process, or it might be all of that. Today we have Pardis, who has published some books. She's an educator and she's a fabulous artist. She's an activist.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for participating to this event. I'm wanting to let you know I'm really appreciated for your time and your interest to art, life and culture. My name is Pardis and I'm born in Iran and I completed my education there. Today I'm wanting to explain a little about the Iranian symbolic meaning during the art history in Iranian culture, and I find the base of thinking to represent for you today because I'm wanting to let you know about the meaning of some symbol that I use from Iranian art history in this collection. I prepared this collection based on the Iranian woman movement that you hear about that during the last year. That is called Woman, Life, Freedom. Speaking about the woman maybe it's so hard because it have a very huge history. But just in case, I wanted to share with you that one of my audience from this gallery told me that lady that I represent in most of my painting could be my daughter, Janan. Is my lovely angel. Yeah, it could be true. Exactly, it could be true because she working with me, she helped me to prepare this collection, of course, and it could be represent the characteristic of Iranian women. Iranian women are so nice, gentle, smart, and really deserve for freedom. You hear so much about that in news. But let's start about the life symbols. I mentioned two essential symbols of life, light and water. Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I always was wondering why everybody around me was celebrating when the light turning on. I found the answer when I studied in mythological effect in human being. And let me ask you same question. What do you think? Why the sun and light is important to human being life? Tell me something. What is your opinion? Why sun is important?
Light, energy.
Warmness, energy.
In the spring.
Spring, yeah.
And warmness and energy.
All of them are true. Yes, I agree with you. And imagine ancient people life that depend to the warmness and light. It could be enough evidence and evidence that the sun could be a god for ancient people. In Iranian culture, we have a god for sun, for sunrise especially, that called Mitra. Mitra is a god for kindness, contract, and sunshine. And the most common motif for him is a circle or ring. All of you familiar with the ring of the marriage. Is a kind of contract. It's a remain from the Mitra in our today's life. But another symbol of life in Iranian culture is the lion. Lion, because of his mane that looks like to the sun's rays, is a symbol of sun too. And when the sun and the lion coming with together in Iranian flag about 3,000 years ago, the meaning could be double and representing the power too. And another essential element of life is the water. If you find plenty of plants, you have a very good chance to find the water too. Because of that, most of the plants are the symbol of water in Iranian culture. But the most common of them is the cypress motif. Cypress motif that you can find in most of my painting is representing the life. And because the cypress is a local plant in Iran, of course, but because it's growing straight, Iranian people call it as a free tree, a symbol for freedom too. Let me speak about the freedom more. Of course, it's clear that the bird, because have wings and could fly, could be a good representing of freedom. But in Iranian culture, we have two most common birds in our art history. One of them called Symbolic. Symbolic coming from Iranian mythology. She have a very huge wing and living between earth and heaven and protecting the human being. She is symbol of knowledge too. Because of that, I represent and coloring the symbol in my painting as a yellow. But pay attention, yellow is a color of sun too. And because of that, the symbol is have a twice meaning. Symbol of freedom and symbol of sun and knowledge with together. Another bird in Iranian culture is so common called nightingale. Nightingale is a symbol of love in Iranian culture. Because of that, in most of my painting, I put the nightingale on the hand of the woman. And because both of them are representing the love too. But I want to put a parenthesis here and let you know something. From the mythology of Iran, it's mentioned that the human being exists from the plant instead of animal. because of that we use the symbol plants motif for the symbol of life so much more in other motifs in our painting. And yeah, this one, as I mentioned, I try to use the yellow for the Seymour with a huge wings and nightingale as a symbol of love too. The color of love, symbolic color of love could be red, and the symbolic color of knowledge could be yellow. And as I mentioned, the Seymour is a symbol of freedom and symbol of knowledge too. Maybe it shows that the freedom couldn't be happen without the knowledge. Long story short, I believe that the symbolic meaning of art history conclusion with love in Iranian culture, but representing with light and life with together. And I hope if you like, you can choose and select any of my painting. I prefer to explain one by one for you if you are interested in, and I'm really appreciated for your interest to come to this event. I appreciate it for your time and your attention to these cultural activities. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you want, pick some of my painting, and I could explain more about the matching this symbolic motif with together and created new meaning. It's your time.
Is this one with the raindrops? What is it on the side?
Yeah, this one.
Does that kind of have everything?
Yeah, it's all of the motifs coming with together here. You can sun, and I wondering to mention something about the sun in Iranian culture. We call sun in Iranian culture as a lady, and because of that, you can see the face of the woman in most of the sun that I'm painting. And yes, you can see sun here, lion, this side the motif of the light and knowledge, and this side motif of life, suppress, and love. Love make a life with the knowledge. And the fish are obviously, fish could be a good representing of water and the life too, because it's so obvious that fish are living in the water. And yeah, all of the fruits, mostly local fruit in Iran, represent the life as well, and blessing and the fidelity.
I was going to ask about it because in the other painting in that room, I believe the lady carries the fruit in her hands, right? Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, you're asking about this one. It's one of my favorite because I mentioned that the lion and sun that represent in Iranian flag before 40 years ago, before revolution, is a symbol of power. Because of that, and we have several objects during the art history that the god of sun, Mitra, coming with the sun, with the lion. It's a man actually. Is the symbolic motif of the man that have a power of family in the family, and bring the fruits as a blessing, and the woman carrying the birds, white birds, symbol of purity and gentle, and wearing the red as a love symbol. and the sun is observing them.
Are they pomegranates?
But
Are they pomegranates, the fruits?
yes,
They are pomegranates.
yes, the symbol of blessing in Iranian culture. Yeah. Any another comments that you want me to explain about that? Let me show you this one too. It's another favorite painting because I use the cypress for a bird that show that the symbol of life with the knowledge, yellow color, that in the tree that have a pink blossom. Pink, the symbol of woman, but blossom means the symbol of the hope too. Means that the woman that you see in the corner may be thinking about the get freedom with knowledge and hope to get as soon as possible. Anyone?
So the cypress design is like a paisley, like a very common graphic in a lot of cultures. Is it originated in Iranian culture?
Actually, yes. We could say so because so many the culture around the Iran is belong to the Iran from the 5,000 years ago. For example, most of the Turkey, most of the Armenia, most of the Iraq, but also it's based off the Middle Eastern art. You know that cypress is coming from the Indian culture too, because as the same meaning, they believe the cypress as a motif for life too. Any another favorite painting? Thank you so much for your attending. Thank you.
I'm wondering to say thank you to all of my friends that support me to participate in this gallery, and especially my wall artists and whom interested in art research and life and culture activities. You can access to my book if you are interested in to get more information about Iranian symbolic meaning. Additionally, I'm wondering to thank you for my hosting, Mac in Island House and Fabulous Shape, and anybody that's supporting my art and Iranian culture. Thank you.